Alright, GreymanX6 here, and it's time to get to a big bundle of splurges I made with the last BigBadToyStore order. I've been sitting on this stuff for over a month, but it's finally time to unbox it all on camera. Yeah, like I said, each and every one of these was completely unnecessary. Really shouldn't have been in consideration, but I just emptied my wallet on some of this stuff anyway. Alright, enough yakking. Let's get to it. Let's get to the big mama jama. This one. Oh, you thought I was referring to the actual biggest figure? No. Toward the end of the year, when this was finally released, people were like hemming and hawing that this was one of SH Figuarts' best, contender for top 10 of the year. So we're gonna go ahead and see what all the fuss is about. Well, I didn't even really need to cut away for that. You open this box up and out comes this plastic sleeve, this envelope thingy. Very nice and efficient. Anyway, here we have Yusuke Urameshi from the series YuYu Hakusho. And why I consider this a splurge is because I haven't seen a single episode of this anime. But I did read some of the manga when it came out when Shonen Jump started being put out here in the US of A. It's like stuff like Naruto and One Piece was in there too, but I've said before I couldn't really jive with those for whatever reason. But YuYu Hakusho, I really got into it. I liked the idea of the main character dying and having to earn redemption to be reborn and then becoming a hero. It's like the typical delinquent who just isn't really amounting to anything. Steps up when the chips are down and becomes a hero. Anyway, we'll get into all these other accessories, but for now, let's see what makes him so special. Okay, unusual butterfly joints, but they're getting the job done. Can cross his arms way better than, say, the No Way Home movie Marvel Legends Spider-Man's. Okay, ooh, I haven't gotten a newer SH Figuarts in years, and very nice. You don't really have the wheelie things on the elbows and the back of the knees anymore. It's a very nice ab crunch. Can't look up as much as I'd like maybe for when he's in those crouching positions, but that's okay. Very nice arch back. Good tilt all around. There's another joint at the base of his neck. Bicep swivel. Very good bend with the pinless double-jointed elbows. Wrist balls. Got ankle balls. Can pivot. Toe articulation. Something Hasbro should be doing a lot more of. Not just for when they decide to chuck out the Renew Your Vows body. And and I've been seeing reviews of Demon Slayer figures from Spider Criminal and stuff, praising about how they do the articulation for baggy pants, and oh, look at that! Yusuke's no slouch either when he's in this getup. Very nice. Nice thigh swivel. It's a bit more obvious than on your typical Marvel Legends, but it doesn't break up the mold too bad. And you get all sorts of nice texture, wrinkles in the suit, and some subtle shading. More on the pants than on the shirt. But yeah, I can see why people were going gaga over this figure. I mean, feels good in hand. Oh no, don't do that shit again. Very easy to pose around. Let's try to get him in a crouching, a battle-ready stance. I don't really need the toe articulation for that. Hey, he stands alright! Let me adjust the camera a little, get him down there. Yeah, I'm feeling good about this. Now let's check out some of his accessories. Alright, time to see how well Yusuke Urameshi can accessorize. These are the fists he came preloaded with. I've already swapped them out. It also comes with a pair of martial artsy grabby hands, a pair of relaxed open hands. He's got a thumbs up. And he's got 4 different face plates. You got a smirking face, a smirking but slightly annoyed face, a pissy face and a screaming face. Gotta have the screaming face for a shonen series, and this guy, I have absolutely no idea who or what this is supposed to be. I didn't read that far into the manga. I think I got as far as the rescue of Hiei's sister, and that's about it. And we got this alternate head sculpt with a different hairdo, but I think I prefer him with the slicked back style. Oh, and we get the ray gun shot, or spirit gun shot, or whatever you want to call it, that goes on this thing, and then you attach it to this, but I'm not a big fan of that. Jada Toys has been doing that with their Mega Man and Street Fighter figures, but it seems kind of dumb to me. And I already swapped out his hands. We got this other sort of gripping hand, and this trigger finger hand where he's charging up the ray gun, spirit gun, whatever. And it's nicely done. This is probably gonna be how I display him on my shelf. In fact, let me I wanna see if I can swap out this this faceplate real quick. Okay, like so. Oh, he's in there. Oh, okay. Not as in there as the Baden Mayfix one. Get him on there. Yeah, that looks better for when he's charging up the ray gun. Slightly annoyed, but still kind of smirking and confident. Yeah, this looks cool. And now to wrap things up with Yusuke Urameshi, here's all the other main characters from anime from about the same time period that I'm familiar with. Alright, first we have my gateway drug into anime, cute little Hikaru Shido from Magic Knight Ray Earth. And of course we have to have Sailor Moon because Naoko Takeuchi actually married the creator of YuYu Hakusho, so duh, you gotta have them together. And we have the Figma version of Sakura Kinomoto from Cardcaptor Sakura in her school uniform. We have Lum Invader from Urusei Yatsura, and also from Rumiko Takahashi we have the female version of Ranma Saotome, who honestly, this SH Figuarts Ranma figures are kind of undersized, so I have to fudge her in. But speaking of height, even with the tape measure handy, I always forget to do height measurements. So let's fix that now. Yusuke is about 5 and 13/16 of an inch tall, so he scales a lot better with some other stuff in your collection than other SH Figuarts and Figma stuff, especially, again, Ranma Saotome and his buddies. But anyway, let's move on to the Big Mama Jama, at least in terms of sheer mass. Alright, here it is, the Buster of Hulks. And let's just measure the height right away. Over 9 inches tall. This is a big beefy figure. But why did I bother with it? I already got my go-to Iron Man for my shelf, the Mark 20. I've also got the original Iron Man suit somewhere. I'm not in the mood to hunt to dig it up. And for my computer's desk, to represent him in the MCU, I got this good old Mark 43 from Age of Ultron, back when they still had metallic paint and did a great paint job, as opposed to the more marbleized red plastic you see on here. But, getting a little off topic, it does look a little better in person, a little sparkle, a little shine. But anyway, like I said, why did I bother with this big chunk of plastic if I really got no place to put them? Because damn, this thing's got presence, baby. I passed on all the other Iron Man offerings of 2024, the new Model 9, which really could have used paint, and like the Model 20 and all that jazz, and like the gold glow-up version of the original armor. But I decided, might as well just go for it with this one. He's just so big. You had to assemble the rest of them yourself just to get them to fit in here, but I watched the reviews, I got them despite some baffling decisions, like there is paint on them. Look at that paint job on the faceplate. That is pristine. And you got it here in these hexagonal textured sections. I think, no, this is marbleized plastic. Come on, really? Ah, fuck it. But you got it painted again here, and a little here, but then you got the marbleized plastic again right here. We're just, why? If you're gonna, it looks great here, and then as soon as your gaze goes up, it just looks kind of fugly. And then you got painted detail in parts that are going to be covered up and really not going to notice. But still, you got a lot of good sculpted detail where it counts. I mean, like right here, where the armor plates separate, you got some right here, and you pop off the... Come on, yeah, pop off the head, you got some good sculpting work in there. It's just a baffling decision. Some places where they really went extra, and other places where Hasbro just had to be Hasbro. In fact, while we got that head sculpt on, let's put on this cool Tony Hawk head sculpt. I don't honestly have any other unhelmeted Tony head sculpts except this one, and damn, it's not going on. What is with this? Okay, I'll try to get this one back on. Come on! Come on! Okay, there. Anyway, let's get them fully assembled. Okay, from what I've seen, you put this here, and User's Gate, really? You dropped your charge. Like Mega Man, I just breathe on you and you lose the charge. Whatever. Anyway, alright. In fact, let me... Oh, it's all not even zoomed in. He's just taking so much of the frame. Pull out a little. I said pull out. Anyway, we got these shoulder pauldrons that are going to get out of the way, the articulation, which is nice. And I've seen reviewers say that their chest and back plates easily pop off, but so far he seems to want to... Whoop, there he goes. Okay, I see. Tabs in there. Hopefully they'll stay. Anyway. Arm doesn't really raise all that much, but with such bulk to this figure, it's better than you'd expect. You got a bicep swivel. It's a little tight. I hope I don't have to heat this shit up. Yeah. It doesn't really make 45 degrees on this single jointed elbow. If there's pins, there's nicely hidden. And, whoops. Might as well put a fist in there now. That's another thing I thought they had. Instead of maybe more paint, for the alternate hands, might have had, like, individually articulated fingers, like a mini Sentinel or something, but no. Like I said, in some places this looks fucking extra, but in other places Hasbro just had to be Hasbro. Anyway, swivel around. They got a hinge. Let's see how far we can make the Buster of Hulk's kicks. Oh, almost 90 degrees. You can pretty much get to 90 if you really force it. Does he have... I don't think he has drop-down hips, does he? No, that would have really been extra. But it looks like we got... Oh, double jointed knees. Very nice. And it's a pliable plastic down here, so he can actually pivot his ankles, and they go back and forth a good distance. It's kind of impressive. For such a big, chunky figure, he's got more range than you'd think. Anyway, what else are we gonna do? I couldn't really get this head swap on. Let's see if I can get it onto the Mark 43. It doesn't really want to go on there either. And people have said that the head looks a little too big anyway, and there, on this body, I thought it would look different on the... Did I say Mark 43 before? I meant 70. Ugh. Yeah, I agree. Anyway, come on. Anyway, what other things can we do with this? I mean, like I said, I don't really have a place to put it. But I splurged on them anyway. So what else can I do with this big ol' Hulkbuster in the meantime? How's this then? Let's really have some fun with head swaps. Cause you know, after all that shit in the Thundercats cartoon, you just know that at some point, Snarf was just done with Mumra's shit. And since he doesn't always have access to the ancient spirits of evil, scrying pool or whatever to siphon off his own power, just grab the Hulkbuster and just get up close and personal, wind up for the punch, and here we go! Alright, and to keep the utter ridiculousness going, here's Wily Kid in the Hulkbuster facing off against the mutants. And, yeah, look at Vulture Man's face. His expression says it all. He done knows they're effed. And, wait a minute, something familiar about this. Okay, we got a big mech suit and a girl with orange and black hair. It's like, what does this remind me? Holy shit! Miko from Transformers Prime. Miko's hair color, and the pattern, the streaks, and the color scheme, the clothes she wears? How did I not see this before? It was directly influenced by Wily Kid, which would explain her adrenaline junkie tendencies in the beginning. God damn! Alright, time to close out this trio of unnecessary BBTS splurges with the Silver Motherfucking Surfer. Yes, this is the reissue since a lot of people missed out on the Walgreens exclusive release. Why is this a splurge for me? Well, maybe if you... I'm pretty sure I showed it off on my channel, but I already did have a Silver Surfer, the Obsidian Fallen one that I just took a chrome pen to. Yes, I think this counts as the first ever custom job I ever gave to a Marvel Legends, and from a distance it's nice, but when you look close up it shows that I lack talent, especially when you get on the back. You can see some... If we'll focus on his ass, look at Silver Surfer's ass! Look at it! Come on! Okay, there it goes. See, yeah, not the best part. You can see it kind of rubbing off on the shoulders. Even though I was able to get it in there nice and good and all, like the butterfly joints and... even... well, more there than there, but you get my drift. And with the board, I did an even worse job. Ugh, just not good. If I'm ever going to get into customizing, I'm going to have to step up my game and just do actual research and stuff. But, what do you guys think? Should I have kept with the more metallic, chromy, customized one? Or was I better off getting the official re-release? I think, for time, this is better, because I'll be able to handle it without worrying about this rubbing paint off or smudging it or whatever. And it comes with more hands, you got these power cosmic effects. Okay, I got the preloaded open hands on there right now, but it also comes with fists when he needs to punch a motherfucker. And, like, karate chop hands for when he's, like, flying through the cosmos and shit. So, yeah, here we go. Yusuke Urameshi, the Hulkbuster, and the motherfucking Silver Surfer. 3 completely unnecessary things I splurged on in a big bad toy store order, but... whatever. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?